Just look at the title, bro. Just look at the title. Evil brother caught molesting his 11-year-old autistic sister. Ends badly. Ugh.
Vapes and he gets high.
But he's never done anything like
Put
this.
the vape down.
Well, he did it to me when I was
On February 19th,
Put those vapes
2023,
down.
officers responded after a report of alleged inappropriate conduct involving a minor inside a family residence.
Hey, how you doing, sir? Good. Is that CPI?
Yes, money.
Yeah, usually we meet outside. I was like, where's there?
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
This is kind of a little complicated. It's alleged that the AP is not here right now. He's at work. For her come in, she's showing some indication of, but we're not really sure. So, just because she made those indications that something happened, that she was touched somewhere, you know, I have to call you guys.
So this is not your typical. This is gonna be real tricky.
Yeah, it's real tricky.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. But like, you know, I don't want to walk away.
No, you gotta make sure you shake every tree and make sure that you do a complete job.
Yeah, she was there, but he denied ever touching her. But she's saying that he homeless, he lives outside the car, but they allow him to take showers and stuff. But then she told me it was an agreeable sexual encounter that they had. I'm trying to find somebody maybe to come in the home, an extra set of eyes in the home for this.
Okay. Maybe pretty. Names, dates of birth.
Yep. Okay. I got it.
I know you mentioned there's issues with understanding timelines. Do we have any idea when or how long this has been going on?
So based on the one who reported it,
That's
that's just the one time that she saw him.
Yes, I haven't even
You've tried
spoken to
calling
her yet. Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't even spoken to her yet. But from what I'm saying was, from what you reported was one incident.
Okay. Fine.
So yeah, I do plan on interviewing her. I guess if you guys want to talk with me, it happened 2 weeks ago. She said a few weeks ago. And I think she admitted to them that she called. They had a little argument downstairs. We don't disclose, So she kind of told him, she said, yeah. So they kind of knew what was going on, but they act like they didn't know.
Okay, well, we go on to see you guys do your little interview and see what we can ascertain.
Do you think you want to speak with the child again with them? Yeah.
So for interviewing victim, because there's limitations on how many times that can be done by law enforcement.
Investigators say authorities received a report claiming an 11-year-old nonverbal child with autism may have been involved in concerning behavior with an older sibling inside the home. The report came from an 18-year-old sister who said she witnessed the interaction weeks earlier.
Yeah, we would have.
What I set the way to do is to call Carter to inform our.
Is that her right there?
But I need to get just a little bit of info on what's going on here, okay? To pass on. So I've been told you walked into a room and saw something, okay? Can you walk me through that, like when it happened?
So, it was on Wednesday where I was going to work.
Okay.
And I was going to tell my older brother I was leaving because my parents were somewhere, I forgot, but so he had to watch Dylan. And so when I walked into, we had like a sunroom and he was playing Xbox. It's down to her knees, sitting on his lap.
That's why. I mean, he got an X-bone. That's why. Ain't nobody with an X-bone is right in their mind. You feel me? PlayStation in general, not even just a PS5. Team PlayStation all day, bro. I tell you, them X-bone users are weird, bro.
But like when I walked into the room, he like stood up immediately.
He knew what he was doing.
What I saw from an angle was that my brother's hands was in his pants. I don't know what he was doing.
Okay.
That's what I saw.
You know what he was doing.
And so I asked him, what is going on?
You knew what he was doing.
And he just said to me, oh, nothing was going on. She just sat down on my lap, which she never does. The only time that she would probably sit on someone's lap is me, because we get along like really well. She doesn't do it to my parents either. So I found that really hard to believe that she just sat down on his lap.
And where were her pants?
Her parents were like
At her knees?
Yes, it was on her. It wasn't like on the back or anything.
Okay. For what day this was? You said it was a Wednesday. Was it like recently? Like was it last week? Was it this past Wednesday?
It was like about 2 weeks ago. It was like the beginning of February.
Shouldn't disgust him, bro.
Beginning of February.
Just nasty.
Yeah, February.
Thoughtful. Okay. And does your brother stay here?
He doesn't at night, but my parents let him during the day.
So he's allowed to come here during the
He's
day?
allowed to come here during the day when they're here.
Okay.
But since they're in the garden or they do remodeling because they're doing something to the house, they told me that they're watching him closely 24/7, and I'm saying you can't do that because you're like outside or you're doing something, so you can't watch him.
Okay. When you say watch him, do you have any other concerns about him prior to this happening?
He's like, I don't know, he can just do stupid things, and he vapes and he gets high, and so he doesn't think straight, so he'll probably do something.
Put them vapes down, bro.
Enjoy.
Okay, but he's never done anything
Just nasty,
like this
bro.
before.
You just smoking batteries.
Well, he did it to me when I was younger.
He did it to you
Wait,
when
what?
you were younger?
He'll probably do something. Enjoy.
Okay, but he's never done anything like this before.
Well, he did it to me when I was younger.
Lock him up. Lock him up. Life in prison without the possibility of parole. Lock him up. Bro, what do you mean? What do you mean by that? What do you mean? What do you mean?
He did it to you when you were younger. Did you report that?
I didn't because.
Okay.
That's your fault. See? That's your fault. Whatever happened to you was your fault.
I don't know. I couldn't really tell my parents at that time until now.
So do they know about it now? Or?
They know about it now.
So did you tell them when you saw this with your sister?
No, I told them before this happened, and then this happened after.
Okay. How old were you when it happened?
Like in elementary school.
Ugh.
We were both at the time.
Okay. Sorry to hear that.
Ugh.
And was it just one time with you, or?
It was, well, yeah, we only did it one time, and there were other times where he asked and I said no, because I didn't like doing it the first time.
Okay. Okay. And how old was he?
He's like a year older than me, so I don't really know. But guess like he was probably about
Oh, okay. So you guys were both really young, because you're 19 now, right?
18.
18.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you were 11 maybe, and he was 12. Okay. Okay. All right. But aside from just seeing her with her pants down and him with his hand in his pants, that's all you observed?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And he, basically when you confronted him, he just said, she just sat on my lap.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you said he was playing Xbox?
Yeah, he was playing Fortnite or something.
Okay. So he was playing Fortnite.
Well, like he was on a break, so he wasn't like playing, but like he was on like a game. But
So the game was on the TV?
Yeah, the game was on the TV, but he wasn't like playing.
Okay. Okay, I gotcha. And is he?
Bro, so you telling me this man took a break from laying in the Loot Lake to mess with his 11-year-old autistic little sister? Bro. Telling y'all, man, y'all gonna learn eventually, bro. Life for prison without the opportunity of parole, or possibility of parole, excuse me. Y'all gonna learn eventually, bro. Y'all gonna learn.
He related to you by blood, or? Yes, okay. Alright, and he's allowed to come here during the day. Does he have a key to the house?
No, he just comes into the garage.
He comes he has the code for the garage?
He does, but then sometimes he might have to like call me or my parents because we have like a lock on the garage because Dylan gets out sometimes.
Okay.
Most times she can get out. So we have to call like someone in the house for them to open the door.
Okay. Okay. Alright. And she's 11. She's nonverbal. She doesn't speak. Okay. What would you say her level of, I guess, maturity is? She's 11. Does she function as an 11-year-old? I know is she on the spectrum? She has autism?
I mean, I would say she does act like an 11-year-old, but
Okay.
since she is on the autism level, she might have like some like disadvantages of
Right.
being at that age. But
Okay.
she's fine. She's really smart in doing stuff. So.
Okay. Alright.
But yeah, I also believe that she might be like smarter than 11-year-old.
11-year-old. Okay.
11-year-old.
Okay. And that's just not normal behavior for her, what you saw.
That it's not normal. It
Okay.
doesn't. She never does that. The only time that she was.
Alright, we just riding around in circles, really. I just want to see, like,
Oh,
how this escalates or something.
A week ago.
a week ago.
Wait, what's a week
Okay, so-
ago?
Anymore, he was doing it before.
Uh-huh.
But I would say that when my mom and dad did tell him, I think it was like a week ago.
A week ago? Oh, okay, so it's recent.
Yeah, it's pretty recent.
Okay.
Basically, like after the time that I told my mom that what happened with Dylan.
Okay. And
Officers discovered her brother, and everything shifted when he came face to
look at
face
this dude,
with law
man.
enforcement. Officers already had all the evidence and interviews from one side, but now they had to hear his
Look
story.
at this dude.
His reaction left the room momentarily silent.
you told your mom a week ago then? About a week ago that this happened?
Yeah.
Okay. And then yesterday you called DCF? Okay. Did you call or your mom called?
I did.
You called.
My name is Detective Carpenter. I work for the Winter Park Police Department.
First of all, I'm not shaking your hand, bro. There's no telling what you've been doing. Feel me? Old girl just said you had your hands on your pants when you were playing Fortnite, bro. Getting off the new Ice Spice skin. I'm not with your sister next to you, bro. I'm not touching your hand. I'm not shaking your hand. I'm not fist bumping. I ain't doing none of that. I don't know where you been. I'll hit you with a little. Alright. What's up, bro? I'll hit you with one of these. That's all you get. I'll hit you with a... It's good. Feel me?
Would you have some time to talk to me? Can I'd like to get, before we dive into it, I'd like to get some background information on you. Where are you from?
Vietnam.
Vietnam? Okay. How long have you been here?
20 years.
Okay. Pretty much your whole life?
Well, not my whole life, because I moved to Florida when I was like 3, so.
Around 3?
Yeah.
And you just had a birthday, right?
Yes, sir.
So happy birthday.
Thank you.
Okay. So around 3. Okay, so maybe a little bit less than 20?
Yeah.
Okay. Because you're how old now?
20.
Okay.
This dude's stupid, man. This dude's stupid. Lock him up. He's stupid. This dude is stupid, bro. This man just say he's 20 years old. He's been away from he's been out of Vietnam for 20 years. But you moved to Florida when you were 3. So if you're 20 and you moved when you were 3, how was that 20 years?
Okay. Did you come here with anyone else?
My sisters.
Okay. Who's your sisters? And do you know her last name? Okay. So, who else? Did you live with anyone else? Okay. And who are those folks? You don't remember?
Yeah.
The other people you're living with?
It's been a while.
Okay.
I just haven't really lived in a while, so.
How long would you say?
Alright, like half a year.
Okay. And you've already forgotten your parents?
I don't really know exactly the first name, but I know like the actions, so yeah.
Okay. Now, isn't that vehicle, is that your vehicle?
No, that's not me.
Is your vehicle?
Yeah.
Okay. But is it registered in your name?
No, it's under my parents.
Okay. Okay. I just find it interesting that you've lived with them for almost 20 years. You say that they're your parents, but now you don't remember their name. Is there any reason that you would forget that?
I have ADD, so I forget things, so.
That makes you forget things?
Yes.
Okay. Because before, when we were talking about it, you said the only thing it did to you was made it hard for you to, like, answer questions and stuff like that. Okay, so that is part of that?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So,
He knows he's been caught,
or is
that's
there
why.
another reason why you just don't want to give me that information?
So he knows he's been caught.
Okay. Just so you know, I already know a lot of this information. The information I'm asking you, I already know most of it. Like, I run the tag. I know who was actually registered to the vehicle, right? Jeffrey? Yeah. That's your father? Okay. So you understand where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
Like, so that's your father? You know his name?
Yeah.
Okay. Why didn't you want to tell me that?
Really good business to know.
Okay. Okay, but
Bro, gotta stop thinking y'all smarter than the cops, bro.
you're already lying to me. I'm just
They
trying to have a
got, bro,
conversation.
technology is too advanced now. People are too advanced. We've seen it all, bro. You cannot outsmart the cops, bro. You can't. Because now you got cops who have been trained professionally, been put in these, like, situations, as well as AI, to back them up. Technology is too advanced to get away with anything, bro. You can't get away with it. You can't. You could have the most intricate scheme of all time. You're going to get caught eventually, bro. You're going to get caught. That's why you see these stories of people getting caught 40 years later. You feel me? Guys getting caught on CCTV footage. Them tracing different angles of cameras across counties. Like, bro, there's too many ways to get caught. You're going to get got. That's just what it is, bro. You're going to get got.
And we're kind of starting off the beginning, and you're just being dishonest. To me, I'm just trying to get to the truth. You understand? Does that make sense? Okay.
You're not smarter than the cops,
You know,
bro.
I don't know. It makes it hard for me to understand if you truly don't know things. Because it would be different if you were like, I don't want to tell you, right? That would be different. But you just said you forgot. So, forgetting, is that a part of your ADHD, or were you just not telling me?
I do forget things.
Okay, but do you remember who your parents are?
Yeah.
You do? Okay. So you're just not telling me who they are? Okay. That's what I'm trying to get at. I'm trying to get to the truth, right? I'm trying to get some, like, honest answers, that kind of thing. Okay. Do you have any idea what I would be wanting to talk to you about?
No.
Nothing you can think of? Okay. Now you said you moved out about 6 months ago. Is that correct? Is that like, okay, so, what happened?
Family problems.
Okay.
I just didn't like following their rules.
Okay. That's fair enough. I mean, it's, when I got turned 18, I didn't want to live at home either, so I get that. Okay. Was it that there were some allegations made?
I don't even know.
You don't know? Did someone accuse you of doing something?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think that's maybe what I would be here wanting to talk to you about?
I don't really like to talk about that stuff.
Okay. I understand you don't really.
I'm not interested in that stuff.
Okay. I understand that you might not be interested in that, but I'm trying to figure out what exactly happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I understand. I just.
Okay. So, and you don't have to, but I'm trying to get to the bottom of, like, someone's accusing you of something, and I'm trying to get your side of the story, okay? This is where you have the opportunity to tell me your side. Otherwise, all I have is the other person's side, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Did you want to talk to me about what happened that day? You don't? Okay. Would you be willing to talk to me about anything else?
That's right.
Okay, so you're just telling me that you're refusing to talk to me about that incident.
Yes.
Okay.
Although initially he refused to cooperate with officers, stating he did not want to discuss the case and likely believing this could help him avoid accountability. Daniel was later arrested after investigators gathered sufficient evidence. What's your take on situations like this? Share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe for more real world.
Bro, you don't get to see his like sentence or like his, you know what I'm saying?
After investigators gathered sufficient evidence, what's your take on
You don't
situations?
even get to see his sentence, bro. That's like half the battle right there. Come on, bro. Y'all gotta do better. I mean, I like the footage, but bro, y'all gotta give me like let me know what happened. You feel me? Look. All I'm gonna say is, bro, just watch your back. Even the closest people to you, you gotta watch. For real, like, bro, it could be anybody out there. There's like a little, it's like a saying or a quote, whatever, that we all walk right by criminals and murderers and stuff. Like we all walk through multiple criminals in our lifetime, and that's very, 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 very true. You've probably walked, like, no BS, one of y'all probably walked across a murderer today or a future murder. You know what I'm saying? It's scary to say, but like, this isn't like murder, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying he is a criminal. It's just weird, bro. God. To an innocent, autistic little girl, you know what I mean? Like, just trying to find a way in life. It's just it's just trying to find a way in life, bro. She's still growing, trying to mature, dealing with autism. Stuff like this is happening. That just sets you back tenfold, bro. I mean, I just pray for the family. I pray for the little girl, man. I just hope everything can kind of mellow out in the end, honestly. But y'all let me know what you think of this video, man. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. All links in the description. Until next time, man. We out.